Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
I've watched a few of your videos and I noticed that you mentioned that all four madhabs are totally legitimate and permissible, but you also said that the Ash'ari and Maturidi Aqidah are deviant, and a majority of these madhabs do give rulings according to their Aqidah. So can you please explain this for me?
There is a difference between the four schools of thought as a fiqhi schools of thought, dealing with what is haram, makruh, mubah, mustahab, and wajib. They deal with things that are related to fiqh issues, forms of worship, salat, ibadah, fasting, zakat, or transactions, or social affairs, marriage, divorce, iddah, prescribed punishment, judging, all the 9 yards. These are schools of thought. Now, it is totally separate from the issues related to aqidah, where a person can be Hanafi and Salafi at the same time. So he follows the school of thought of Abu Hanifa. So he puts his right over the left below his navel. He doesn't raise his hands when doing ruku' or rising from the ruku'. He doesn't say Ameen loudly and the likes. But in his aqidah, he follows the Salaf, the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, the companions, the Tabi'een, the Tabi'it Tabi'een, the favorite 3 generations, who attribute the attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal according to what they've learned from the Quran and Sunnah. So Allah does have a face, Allah does have 2 hands, Allah Azza wa Jal has an eye, Allah has fingers. All the Quran, the Sunnah, and the Hadiths of the Prophet ﷺ affirms that. They believe that Allah divinely decreed things, and that Allah created these things, and that Allah Azza wa Jal willed these things. So the belief in the divine decree is firm according to the belief of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and the Sahaba and the Tabi'een. But nowadays, when we have Ash'aris, Maturidis, Mu'tazila, Khawarij, and all the likes, they can be in fiqh following one of the 4 schools of thought. They can be Hanbali, like us. They can be Shafi'i, they can be Maliki, but their aqidah is twisted, is corrupt, because they're not following the aqidah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Actually, they're not following the aqidah of the 4 imams of the 4 schools of thought. So when you go and study the aqidah of Imam Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, Imam Shafi'i, Imam Ahmad, none of them was Ash'ari or Maturidi. And they would never even in their wildest dream say that, no, Imam Shafi'i was a Maturidi, or Imam Abu Hanifa was this and that. They would never ever say such a thing, because they know that there would be blatant liars. So if you want to follow the right people, follow the 4 imams of these 4 schools of thought, who are following the Salaf of this ummah, the way of the Prophet ﷺ, the way of the companions, the way of the Tabi'een, and the Tabi'it Tabi'een, and you will be safe. Don't be misguided by what Maulanas say that, oh, you have to do this. All of this is philosophy coming from the Greeks. Nothing is from the Quran and the Sunnah, nothing from our own religion.